Encouragement to a Weary Soldier. By Pastor Cornelius R. Stam. During his ministry at Corinth, the strain of battle began telling on the Apostle Paul. He found himself haunted by fear and depression. Later he wrote of it, "I was with you in weakness, and in fear, and in much trembling." Icor 2:3. It must not be supposed that fearlessness was characteristic of a nature so sensitive as Paul's. On the contrary, he was often afraid. His, by the grace of God, was rather the courage that went on braving dangers in spite of his fears. After having left the synagogue at Corinth, the strain of meeting, week after week, right next door, with all the embarrassing situations inevitably involved, may well have caused some of his followers, and possible himself, to question the wisdom and propriety of the step he had taken, adding to his mental depression. Though this step, moving into the home of justice, next door, was most appropriate under the circumstances. But the Lord was to endorse the act again in an unmistakable way. It would appear from several passages in the second epistle to the Thessalonians, especially 2 Thessalonians 3:1-2, that this letter was written while Paul was becoming apprehensive about the work at Corinth, and that it was after this that the Lord appeared to him in a vision to encourage him. Let the reader try to place himself in Paul's position while reading verses 9-10 of Acts 18 so as to appreciate its force more fully. "Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by a vision, Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace, for I am with thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee, for I have much people in this city." Tomorrow he could begin the work anew, assured in advance of the outcome. Whether he continued in Corinth, verse 11, a year and 6 months longer or altogether is perhaps impossible to ascertain, but we know that his ministry there was exceedingly fruitful.